We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight and hold support. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy at 9:30 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness now on 42 vision, and put options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support and starting a staircase effect here. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot at 6:20 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 300% plus within hours, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump to these charts. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from bright green bars to white referred borders in the last 2 days, and coming back up today so far to dark green bars. If this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, under a bear indicator in today's volatility, canceling out yesterday's bull indicator from the 577 level. Now, we broke down in our last video a bull indicator popping up, and it was going to be crucial for inflows to follow to justify the move to the upside to retest 585. That's not what happened. A bear indicator popped up the next day yesterday, and outflows dominated all day. A huge drop here from the 582 level, breaking through the key support here of 580 and even 578, and came all the way down to 575. Now, bouncing back up yesterday and today from the 575 to 576 level, and here we are trying to get back towards the 580 resistance, right? We're slightly below it at 579.48 to be exact in the after hours, and a bear indicator popped up at the 579.37 area. Definitely something to not ignore here within these charts. It's going to be crucial for a bull indicator to pop up and inflows to follow to the upside to cancel this out and justify any further strength back up. Now, it's not just the SPY trying to push back up. You have the QQQ here under a bear indicator and pushing up towards the second half of the day. You have Tesla strong here between yesterday and today after earnings. And then you also have Apple here holding up in a tight consolidation under a bear indicator, but running back up in the second half of the day. It's going to be crucial for these stocks to hold this move back up, for those bear indicators to get canceled. Now, in the bigger picture, we could see on the SPY a bull indicator popping up and canceling that bear indicator from yesterday at the 581.60 level, and a bull indicator popped up at 578.45. It was used as support multiple times in the day here going into the close, and here it is fighting to stay above 579 and get back above 580. Definitely something I will be watching going into the rest of these after hours and going into tomorrow. Now, in the volatility here, we're back under a bull indicator, canceling out this bear indicator from 580.58, and a bull indicator popping up here near 579 at the 578.80 area. So definitely something to not ignore here in the volatility of the 15-minute. I will be watching this going into tomorrow's pre-market and the rest of today's after hours. Now, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflows and break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, with inflows coming back up here in the second half of the day. The outflows dominated all day. It hit lows down here of negative 3.06. Yesterday, outflows hit negative 6.6, came back up, and outflows have dominated here in the first half. But as soon as things started picking up, these inflows have followed. To justify this move, inflows need to continue pushing up away from the midpoint and retest key resistance levels in the process and cancel out those bear indicators within the chart. Now, when we go ahead and zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could see that inflows are fighting to get back up. They have switched from red to green. They're heading towards the midpoint, and it needs to cross to go ahead and justify any further move to the upside and for this trend to continue, right? And retest these resistance levels that we've talked about, get back above 580, get to that 583 level, and the most important one and crucial one that's rejected multiple times is that 585 to 586 level. Now, when we go ahead and zoom in and look at this from the 15-minute, we could see in the volatility a full transition from the rip area to the dip area. Outflows dominating in the first half, coming back above, but now they're red and sitting flat near the midpoint. If this crosses to the downside, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts. And if it rolls over into the 30-minute, I will be watching closely these inflow versus outflows. And the first support is 578. Then below that is 576 to the 575 area. And if both of those get broken through, I'll be watching 573. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical here for these inflows to stay above. They need to switch from red to green, pull away, continue the staircase effect here. And the last piece missing to complete a transition in the volatility of the 15-minute on the way back up is to hit bright green bars, right? It's gone from white with red borders to dark green. And as you see it here, this is a complete transition back up. So if this trend continues and we retest newer highs and these inflows continue, it's going to be crucial to watch that in the volatility and how it impacts these charts going into tomorrow. And if it can roll over into the 30-minute, and the first resistance is 581 to 583. And then above that is the 585 to 587 level. So those are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows, I will be watching them closely as they're close to the midpoint and trying to fight to stay above. And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.